Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Indie Spotlight Network. We are back here in the green room once again. And today's guest, we have two special gentlemen with us. We have Mr. Anthony Dowling, who is the Executive Director of Eno River Media Productions. And we also have with us Mr. Derrik Parker, an up-and-coming filmmaker. We've got some great stuff with us, so let's just go ahead and get into it. If you don't mind, telling me a little bit about how you got started doing what you are doing now with Eno River.
I had said that there was a way to get involved with putting a program on TV. And a friend of mine, Lance Britt, I think you know, said no there isn't. And I said, yes there is. We can take classes down here at the Time Warner and put a show on. He said, no. And so we went, we looked at it, and for $25 we could do it. He was flabbergasted. He said, absolutely, we're going to do that. Now we were only supposed to do it for 6 shows, or 6 half-hour shows. We did like 100. And one thing led to another, and we've been around for 15 years now.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
What about you, Derrik? How did you get started?
I am an actor, and the filmmaking part came about out of inspiration. So I've been an actor for about 25 years now. Professionally, you can say I started in '91. But I started taking classes in theater when I was a student still at East Carolina.
I know you as a filmmaker, so are you going to go more in the direction of filmmaking, or are you staying with the acting, or what are you going to do with that?
I am an actor.
Okay.
But if and when I can make films, I am going to do so. For example, I did not plan this, but as an actor, what started to happen was I started to realize I couldn't make maybe the difference I wanted to make as an artist. Yes, I can do my acting role, but there's this conscientious side of me that wants to get things accomplished society-wise. I couldn't do that as an actor, but I could do that as a screenwriter and as a filmmaker. So the filmmaking has really come about because of the difference I want to make. The changes I want to try to make happen, I can do that through my talent and the art and reach the masses of people by filmmaking as opposed to just being an actor. But I am by far an actor first.
So, Anthony, what has Eno River Media, or ERMP, what have y'all got going on right now?
Well, we started in '99, like I mentioned, and in 2010, the board of directors made a change. They said, our mission, we're really good at networking, folks. We should advocate for the growth of the movie and television industry in the state instead of doing production. And the structure turned into very much going out, networking with folks, promoting the education of acting, producing, creating the content here in the state. And last year we got very involved with film incentives. They did not stay, they sunsetted, but we were instrumental in making sure the grant program was implemented. It's not what everybody wants, but our toes are still in the pool. We're not out of it totally. We're going to build on that this year. So our current projects would be working with the grant program and strengthening it, making it larger, advocating for the growth across the state, doing seminars across the state. We have North Carolina Film Awards we promote, and anything that we can do to network groups like what you're doing with this program, it's superb. Thank you very, very much.
It's absolutely our pleasure.
You're welcome.
Fantastic. What about you, Derrik? What have you got going on right now?
My current project is the film that I completed a couple years ago. When I say I includes a whole bunch of people. But I wrote and directed and produced the film. I had to wear many hats out of necessity, not because I wanted to. It is a film about exoneration. It addresses the injustices that our country lives with, however you want to put it. Where I am with it now is getting it on the website, the internet, building a site for it, so people can actually go to the internet to watch the film. What spawned out of this, though, was the entrepreneurial side of me, where because you said what's going on, there's a lot, is the creation of an independent slash avant-garde movie cinema, where people like myself, their films can be shown as opposed to sitting on the shelf collecting dust. Because there's still those select group of people who do want to go out and see films as opposed to just watching it on a monitor at home. There are people who do want to go out and experience the film in the cinema, in the theater. So my film is still being, the process of marketing still being put together, and two, then there's the side, well, equally is kind of challenging, is the cinema itself. As an actor, always doing it. I am heavy theater. I have been, to me, acting is acting, period. It just so happens that the majority of my work has been on stage, and that's never going to change.
All right, now you had mentioned with your film earlier about all the different things. What's the name of it?
I'm sorry I did mention that. From Faith to Freedom.
Tell us a little bit more about it.
It's a story about exoneration. It's a story about a kid who gets accused for a crime he did not commit. Not only accused, but goes to jail for a crime he didn't commit. And what we have is the journey of the people that come together to help prove his innocence. You could probably guess the ending, although I'm not going to say what it is. But it takes a pretty good journey as far as, you know, his frustrations and angers and disappointments along the way towards, you know, just like the title says, freedom. So From Faith to Freedom, at some point that will be the name of the website also, or FFTF.com if you will. So that's it, that's the story, and
Now,
I think it's pretty good.
It was based on a true story, though, right?
Well, here's what I did. I started on research around 06, started writing it around 07. I did not base it off of one true story. I found scores, I mean literally thousands of stories, kind of like the one I did. The one common thread that I did find was police corruption in nearly every single case I studied. And it was just appalling. What kind of got me on that track was the same thing almost happened to me when I was 18. So when I find out about this story, say 20 years later, I really looked at it and went, wow, that could have been me. But it wasn't. So I've been able to live my life, make my choices good, bad, or indifferent, whereas there's somebody else who's literally in jail being put there and they shouldn't have been. The worst case I found in my study was a guy in Polk, P-O-L-K, Polk County, Florida. He had spent 35 years in jail for a crime he did not commit. He got out when he was 53 years old. And I looked at that and said, explicative. How in the world can that explicative happen?
Right.
You know, and instead of just complaining or talking about it, I wanted to do something about it. So my way of doing something about it was getting this type of story out there so that in the future, hopefully, someone gets the verdict right from the onset opposed to the back end. You taking someone's life like that that's abysmal. That's ridiculous.
Right, absolutely. Good stuff. Well, we're going to change gears just a little bit here. Anthony, if somebody new to you or new to the industry came to you and said, what can I do to get myself into this? What would you tell them?
Well, your passion, I think, is a hallmark. You have to love what you're doing. And if you love what you're doing, it's going to show. It's going to, be evident. And you have to plan and prepare, understand what's happening, study, know the industry, get in it. If you want to fly a plane, you hang around airports. If you want to deal with money, you usually hang around bankers. You like real estate, you hang around realtors. If you want acting, theater, the student films. Get into it. Learn, buy books. There are some awesome authors out there. You might be talking to one here in a little bit. And know what's going on. And if you get into it and absorb it, it becomes you. And when it becomes you, you're there. Now, I'm not saying you're going to get wealthy. but you're going to be in the industry, and people will know you. My suggestion.
What about you, Derek?
Well, I'm LA bound. I'm on a 3-year plan. It was 6 years ago that it was a 6-year plan. The reason it's a 3-year plan, my daughter is a rising sophomore in high school, and when she's gone, I'm gone. I have not given LA the time frame that I want to give it. I've been there twice, really once. I was in grad school in San Diego, but I have not given LA the time I need to give it to see what I can do there. And what I mean by LA is obviously the film side. I hopefully we'll see. Well, I don't know what God has in mind, but I know what I'm going to do, and if He changes it, then fine. But I will always be an actor if I'm doing theater, if I'm doing regional theater, but based in LA, fine. But I do want to see if I can accomplish, or what I can accomplish acting-wise film. If I can be bi-coastal and still come back to North Carolina to do work, I will, because I believe if I'm going to be the filmmaker, I will get more work done here as opposed to LA.
Here.
So if I'm making the film, I'll probably be here, but my base is going to be LA.
Well, guys, thank you very much for coming out today.
Something happened to me a few years ago that pretty much changed the way I look at everything. For a while I tried to tell other people, but they just thought I was crazy. Hell, I thought I was crazy. Until it happened again. And again. And again.
Captain Lazar.
Hello, Doug.
So what are you guys doing here?
Bad news, Doug. Seems there's a meteor heading straight towards your planet.
We're not supposed to be here, Captain.
Karkar. How many times are you gonna do this?
You're breaking protocol, Captain. You're
Karkar,
putting all of our
we're
lives
gonna
in
be here
danger.
like 15 minutes or so. Give it a rest. Do everybody a favor, go back to the ship.
See if the mothership's happy about this. I bet they won't be.
So what's up with the meteor, man?
I was joking about that, Doug. I had this whole joke worked out and Karkar ruined it, like he almost ruined the mission.
You guys are on a mission.
Yeah, the Symborian Crystal mission. Have you heard of it?
No.
Of course you haven't. Symborian crystals have the secret of the universe etched on the side.
What?
And I have them right here.
What do they say?
I didn't come here to talk shop, Doug. What have you been up to?
No. Talk shop. What does it say on the crystals?
Azila, are you coming down to see Doug or what? What's going on?
Azila's here.
You remember Azila, right?
I can't forget Azila. Little crush, I guess you could say.
Crush.
A little bit.
You?
A little bit.
Wouldn't work out.
What are you talking about?
Primitive man, superior being.
Dude, we're the same. We're practically the same.
Are you? Except you're more like a monkey than her.
No, I'm not. Maybe
Okay.
you guys have a bigger ego, but that's
Okay.
about the only difference.
Not all we have that's bigger. Okay.
Hey, Doug!
Azila, huh?
Azila, Doug has something to tell you.
Oh, yeah, what?
He has a crush on you.
Oh, Doug, that'd be like me dating a monkey. Hey, you got something to drink? I'm really thirsty.
What are you doing, Doug?
What are you doing, Laz? Are you trying to ruin this for me?
Are you trying to ruin this for you?
Hey, that's my business. My business.
Okay, then take care of business, Doug.
Okay, I will, you know? I will call someone who will help a friend. You ever heard of that? Suit? Hey, kind of a weird question, but what did you like about me?
Well, I liked you when I was drunk.
Serious? Was there anything you liked about me?
You're pretty good.
Perfect. That is perfect. Thank you. You are a real friend. You know what? You want monkey? You got monkey.
Captain, I've been instructed by the mothership to relieve you from your post.
Just give me a second, Kaka.
Let me get on stage, step to you, girl, and let me tell you all about yourself. When I say she's way too sexy, she's way too sexy, she's way too sexy. Baby girl's got it going on. She's way too sexy, she's way too sexy, she's way too sexy. Baby girl's got it going on. She's way too sexy, she's way too sexy.
That was amazing.
Thank you.
You're amazing.
I think you're amazing.
Doug, I have to tell you something. I think I love you.
I love you. I love you.
Azela, what are you doing? You had him!
I couldn't do it.
You totally had him!
He was doing the look.
But you had him totally. You were buying it. You were totally buying it, Doug. That was a funny face, Doug. We gotta go, man. It's good to see.
What is wrong with you people?
Doug, listen. I want you to have something.
Oh, really what?
The Symborian crystals. For 3 reasons, Doug. For 1, you're my friend. For 2, I trust you. And for 3, you never know, Doug. They just might help. They just might help. Take care, my friend.
See you, Laz.
Doug. That was too mean, dude.
Earth people love that stuff. You never know, Doug. They just might help. They just might help. They just might help. They just might help.
You guys can check out more about what's going on with these guys, as well as a trailer to From Faith to Freedom at our website at indiespotlightnetwork.com. And find out more information, go there. You can find out a whole lot about what's going to be happening also for Eno River Media Productions. But thank you once again for being with us, and we'll see you next time. Have a good day.